Hi, thank you so much for joining me today. Can I start off by asking you to introduce a bit about yourself and this business that you've established?
All right. Okay. So hi, this is Andrew Aung, and I'm the founder of Avenue J Café and Avenue J Patisserie. So I left Myanmar in 2009 to Singapore when I was 16 years old, and I graduated in 2018 from State University of New York, Buffalo with business. Then I moved back to Myanmar in 2018 to start my entrepreneur journey. Right now, I'm running two cafes in Myanmar.
So, what inspired you to create this business and this journey as an entrepreneur and launch this business in total?
Ever since I moved back to Singapore, um, Singapore inspired me in a lot of ways, and I always wanted to share the good things with my home country, Myanmar. And I wanted to bring a good, beautiful cafes and a good place that would make people happy and make memories. When I moved back to Myanmar, I saw a lot of F&B franchise coming into the market, and it is like they are going to eat the whole market share. And that's when I wanted to create something that local people can be proud of to share what local can do better than other franchises and enjoy the good experience without paying so much like those franchisees.
That's quite nice for you to start up, thinking like that for this. So can you share me this backstory about this, Avenue Cafe, the story of how you started to run this business in total? And it would be interesting to learn this journey about you from its interception to successfully entering the market. So what steps did you take to, make sure of this smooth operation and, for it to be successful in Yangon?
First of all, we trying to create a cafe concept that will be a classic cafe from Europe, such as like Paris. So to create a good looking, stunning cafe, we need a lot of capitals and ideas and also the good interior designs. And I did not have a lot of money at the time, so I could not hire anybody to manage the whole construction of the cafe. So I became a site engineer by myself to manage all the subcontractor to build up the cafe. I also cannot sleep well during those nights since making it happen in a short time is really stressful. So fortunately, I have a lot of people around me like trying to help me, give me the hand to make this happen. And this is why your network is really important when it comes to to do the business in Myanmar. So it's not about what you know, it's about like who you know.
Oh, that's
So yeah, and also you have to be the person that people are willing to give a hand to. So since I was going to open the cafe, and I also went for the barista course to understand more about coffee and espresso machines. And luckily that my trainer helped me to create a very good signature menu and also other drinks which are the amazing menu. Of course, like I was quite nervous and scared of the failure, but I keep trying to push myself to make sure that I have everything I need for the Avenue J Cafe. Yeah.
I agree that, starting up a business connection and having friends, this social circle is quite important. And I'm glad that you had this strong community that support you all the way. So, what strengths and weaknesses do you think that this business of yours at Avenue Cafe possess when it's comparing to its, competitors, the similar types of cafes and pastries?
I think the Avenue J Cafe concept is like classic Europe five cafe, which offer a cozy environment and atmosphere which attract customer to like those looking for the like comfortable place to relax and walk. And Avenue J also offer a variety of beverages, not only the cold coffee, but also there are a lot of summer drinks as well. And we put a lot of emphasis on our quality of foods and drinks. And Avenue J has also like both Asian cuisine such as Tom Yum seafood fried rice, and also we have Western food like pizza, burger, and spaghetti. And another amazing thing is like we also have our own bakery that make everything by our pastry chef. That's why every food we offer in our cafe is a homemade food and which is made by our own team. And not only that, right, we also train our customer service personnel from the five-star hotel trainer, and we train them how to serve and help the customer well. And to talk about the weakness of Avenue J, since our cafe is located in the downtown area,
Mhm.
we do not have a car parking capacity. This is why it is better to carry our cafe with taxi or public transport if you don't stay nearby. So that's why our regular customers are only from the neighborhoods. Yeah.
I think you having this menu of, having so many different types of like for that can suit to breakfast, lunch, all types. I think it's really good to have a different set of customers to draw it in. So
Yeah.
that's nice. Yes. And I want to also ask about some challenges that you face. So can you outline some challenges that you encountered both personally for yourself and professionally in this market and as a startup? And what kind of strategies or like solution did you use to actually fix these problems and the challenges that you had?
After we opened for a month in 2020, right, and COVID-19 hit us, and so we have to close our cafe for the 2 months. And yeah, so when we open back, we can only do the takeaway business. So our customer cannot really enjoy the interior and cozy atmosphere since our cafe only can offer grab and go. So we have to think of a lot of way to do the app selling to take away for the first few months. Like for the first minute, we cannot even cover the operation costs since we cannot accept the dine-in. So we were pretty down and we told our staff to work smarter and harder for this cafe to survive in COVID-19. Then we tried to work with the food panda, Grab, and a lot of local delivery companies to deliver our product to our customers. So this is how we sustain our business during the COVID-19 and for the first years. Yeah.
Yes, the COVID was really bad on so many businesses. And as a startup, I know there was so many challenges that you had. And before asking those questions, related to the COVID, I want to ask about some marketing perspectives first. So when you start your business, right, you would have to introduce it through social medias, word of mouth. So during these stages of this business, can you elaborate these marketing strategies that you use to draw new customers while also maintaining old customer relationship?
Yes. So initially, we try not to use a food blogger since we really want our reviews to be authentic. So every review we have on the page is 100% authentic. So since we do not want to pay money to have a fake review, so the reason behind is we want to know whether our customer really like our service or they really like our quality of foods and drinks. And we also do not we also do not charge extra money to those celebrities who want to hire our cafe for their music video and the movie. So we let them do the shooting in our cafe, and so we let them feature our brandware in their music video. So that's how we get a very big exposure in the Myanmar. And our cafe interior and the way we present food and drinks are also Instagram worthy. So people like to take picture of their foods, and people like to take good picture in our cafe, and they post it on social medias. So that's how we grow our exposure to keep our regular customer coming. And we also have a STEMI app. This app can they can save points, and so after this save point for a few times, and they can get a free coffee. And after all, to keep our regular customer coming, our customer service staff also must do a really good job to make them happy and to keep coming to our cafe. So that's why service is really important in the F&B business.
Wow, these strategies are really nice to hear and like we can learn a lot from it. Now, can we go to the funding of this business? But money is always important. So business funding, I want to ask questions about that. So what was it like your funding journey for this business? What financial options did you explore, and how did you manage these financial resources that you chose to effectively support your business?
So when we start out, actually we start with our own savings. Me and my partner, we have our own savings, right? So we start with our own savings first, and so when we got a loan with a good interest rate from somebody that we know. So we pitch our cafe idea first to the person, and the person he trust and decided to give us a loan with a good interest rate. So yeah, that's how we got our finance.
Now, about the government also, were there any support from this Burmese government side for entrepreneurs like you? Aside from this, traditional business loaning type that you just said, are there any options or programs that can support startup businesses from the government side?
For us, startup, we do not have such a government help from the government, since we are also struggling, and then government also struggling from the COVID-19, and they do not have such loans to help us like this. Yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate, but yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the funding options that you chose, right? What types of pros and cons you had and you encounter with these options that you chose?
So yeah, for our choices, okay, we can maintain our full control all over the business, since we do not rely on the those other loans, and we do not have to give up our equities, or we do not have to incur any debts. It also encourage our own creativity and financial disciplines. Okay, the cons is since we don't have a lot of financial support, right? It's limited our resource, you know, so it may slow down our growth. Like we may like if we have those financial support, right? We may open in a lot of branches. Since we do not have a lot of like finance support, we can only open like, you know, this two cafe. Yeah. It's also there's a risk of like running out of their personal, you know, personal fans.
Reflecting on this journey that you had, is there anything that you would have done differently to avoid all these challenges and difficulties you had as a startup? Would you change anything?
Yeah, there's something that I would like to do differently if I have a chance. So I would like to choose to invest in my second cafe in a good location with a parking, which I'm facing a lot of challenge, you know, recently because my first cafe had already had to find a parking space for the customers. So my second cafe now facing a similar challenge. So yeah, I would like to change that if I have a chance. Yeah,
We just discussed that your business started before COVID-19 hit, right? So, and
yeah.
then the military coup happened, everything has to close, businesses came down, and like so many unfortunate things. So, how did your business survive, and you know, how much did it impact in a negative way? So, what did you do for this business to survive all these conditions that had so many negative impacts?
Yes, during the pandemic, like, you know, we have to encourage our own employees, like mentally and financially, while we are closing our cafe and there's no business at all. So we have to support them with their salary for these months. And even when we open back to take out and delivery, right, the sales were really bad.
Mm,
So, you know, we just opened our cafe, and even before we got exposure to the public, we had to close, right? Really have to stand strong. And that's a challenge that we face during COVID-19. So we use Facebook and Instagram tools to reach out customer for delivery and takeout options.
mm,
And we had to create a very interesting menu that will attract customers. And you know, when they like the taste, they like to try another menu. And that's how we attract customer with a new menu.
Did you have
Yeah.
any employee layovers, like, or like reduce the salaries or any options?
No, we do not lay over anybody else because we want to tell our employees that we are going to be like loyal to you and we're going to work each other, we're going to help each other. Yeah.
That's important. How about these, you know, difficulties in like traveling for the delivery people? Because with the coup in our country, right? Some roads may be blocked. There are some like challenges on the streets. Like, how did you manage that?
Yeah, actually, you know, like fortunately, my cafe is like located in the Sanjang area. You know, I do the military coup since there are a lot of projects like going on around my areas. You know, a lot of people came to my place and came to my town from like they also came from different areas.
Ah,
So, you know, we have increased our sales to double during the coup before they start shooting.
oh, oh.
Yes.
So COVID
So
was bad, but Coop was still okay to manage. Ah, I see.
yes. So when the military start shooting, of course we had to close back for 2 weeks before we open again.
Mm,
So sales are doing great. You know, it's really not does not affect our sales, but
mm,
the only affect it was the supply chain that are affecting us, you know, since
ah,
our suppliers are from overseas, you know, like most overseas supplier, you know, from Myanmar, they left the country since they boycott the military coups.
ah.
So yeah, so we have to order to supply from the Bangkok and send them back to my delivery company in Bangkok and the delivery to my warehouse in Yangon, like it will take a week.
Can you share what you have established, you know, any long-term goals for your business to ensure this sustainability and alignment with future trends and future competitors?
Okay, yeah. In order to keep the customer coming in to sustain the business is to control our service and the quality. I think this is the basics that we have to do as F&B business. Yes, I also always travel and try a lot of cafes in Bangkok and Singapore to see what are the new trends in the cafe market. And I also always like to change the drinks glasses and cups up to international trends so that our customer in Myanmar can enjoy their drinks with the latest latte cups and glasses in those in an ASEAN country too. Yeah. So my customer will always enjoy their food and drinks like those coffee lover in overseas. So that's why I want to advise that cafe owners need to always update their menu and the service according to international trends.
Mm. So it's good that you have all this loyalty from customers and employees since the start, and like it can keep up the pace and go for longer. It's
Yes.
nice. Yeah. So the final question, do you have any advice for future entrepreneurs like you who's like, reluctant to start business because so many challenges in Myanmar right now?
Yes, that's a very good advice. We business owners are the one who give solution to the problems, as our solution is helping people and also it makes money.
Mm,
So please know your market well and please know how your solution is going to help people easier and better than others. As a conclusion, I know this journey is not going to be easy, but I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun that you're making every idea of yours to come true. And please do not give up when you see challenges and hardship because if you give up, you will never overcome it. And
mm,
please be more patient with yourself and your business. I'm sure you will enjoy your fruits when your business is working out and see it's running.
mm. Everything's so nice to, learn something out of what you have shared. And thank you so much for your time. And I hope great success for you in this business and your future businesses that you have planned. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much
Thank you.
for the interview too. Thank you.